You changed your mind about women a long time ago, right? At first, all you wanted was probably a pretty girl and showing her off to your male friends. Then, they would cheer you up, praise how hot your chick is, and how lucky you are. However, once you mature and get your priorities straight, you realize that being hot might be necessary, but not sufficient. Therefore, if a girl is beautiful but has a stinky attitude, either you are patient just to sleep with her, or you just cannot stand her, so you go somewhere else to find a better option. Why do I say all this in the first place? Because although a fair number of girls are pretty, most of them are not dating or marriage material. These girls might look good in real life and or on Instagram, but when you have a conversation with them, the first thing you want to do is go back home and do anything to forget how poorly this girl is treating you. You might have made a minor mistake that doesn't negatively affect anyone, yet she maximizes it, forgetting all your virtues. She might have a name you've never heard before, and when you ask her politely to repeat it, she gets upset. You might think, come on, why does she act like that? At least I'm not pretending like I care about your name. On top of that, I do care about you and not see you just as a piece of meat. In short, not everyone around you deserves your politeness and understanding, but just indifference. In essence, you treat her respectfully, but she ignores the positive to focus on the negative. Once the date or the conversation is over, you feel drained because you haven't benefited at all from the interaction. If you set boundaries, she overreacts like a kid. If you don't because you want no confrontation, you might think of ghosting her because we're all too grown up enough to explain to people what they do wrong. If you're working a lot on yourself and a chick undervalues you, your responsibility is simply to cut her off. Don't create any drama and just let her know that you're not on the same page. Still, some of these modern day chicks will also ask for explanations when you leave. These situations describe perfectly why many women are single. Spoiler, it goes well beyond being 304s who don't want to commit and rather prefer sleeping around. In today's video, I'll share with you why plenty of modern day women are single and why they don't want to change nonetheless. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to mdobry2378. He said, "My dad tried dating a couple years after my mom died. He told me he thought women when they are older would be more mentally stable, but quite the opposite." Dobry, you're absolutely right. Women spiral downwards if they haven't pair bonded with a single man early on, as your dad quickly realized. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5 for that comment of the day. As usual guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. Now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. Men are waking up to the scam of modern dating. Namely, they're not willing to accept a 4 just because some social movements claim that all women are great regardless of their personality. No, girl. As a man, I work on myself way too much to be accepting breadcrumbs. This is something that many people get wrong, but it's crucial to recall the basics. If you're working every single day to become the best version of yourself and are already getting huge results, you won't be okay with just being mediocre. Let me give you an analogy. Imagine you can run 10 miles without a problem, but one day you can just run 7. As much as you're doing exercise, which is by the way great for your health, you know you can achieve more. Well, the same principle applies to dating. If you've been with a gorgeous girl, you'll hardly accept an ugly, entitled chick. Sounds logical, right? This leads me to some of the reasons why modern day women are single. Even if they have the looks and the attention to get men easily, many of these women have massive feelings of entitlement, so they think they can get something without giving anything or very little in return. Just being hot isn't enough to get high-value men. Period. In turn, just being handsome isn't enough to get high-value women. Men have assumed a long time ago that they need to meet long-ass lists of requirements. Otherwise, their chances of meeting the girl of their dreams drops drastically. Men know that being broke, entitled, disrespectful, childish, fat, undriven, and having many negative traits is a huge no-no if they want to get women. The funny thing is that many men who try to become the best version of themselves end up loving this result more than the fact that they can easily get women. Once your castle is built, you're the king, and being picky with who comes in is your responsibility. That's why you must make sure that no guest messes up your castle. The other day I bumped into an article titled, "Why Women Stay Single Even If They Are Beautiful and Successful." Honestly, I think the author made some interesting points, and I will go through some of them. The article is in the description, so feel free to check it out after this video for yourself. The author's name is Treya Tijmans, and is indeed the CEO of Success Match, a place where elite professionals go to find love. So this woman has helped lots of incredible women in Switzerland. By incredible, she means smart, fun, attractive women with great careers. Basically, she's worked with women who any man dreams of, right? No, not really. A woman with such levels of success is a challenge, and men have to deal with so much tribulation to accept a challenging woman. As a man, you might work 12 to 14 hours a day on your job and side hustles, and this doesn't include the time for sports. Would you try to chase a girl after all these hours of hard work? Plus, would you let her become the center of your life? No and no. Many men throughout history have made women the center of their lives with disastrous consequences. These modern times explain further why men abstain from dating, at least for now. You know that putting a woman on a pedestal and putting her needs before yours is a huge mistake. You end up forgetting your goals while she benefits from your attention and still talks to exes. Having said that, let's talk about the points Treya makes. First, women wait for things to happen by chance. Nothing new under the sun though. Women think of themselves as the prize, and if they are successful, they're even more likely to think so. Plus, some women are really so dedicated to their careers as if they were a baby. I love a remark Treya makes. She says that these women make no effort when looking for a partner, and such an activity requires active participation. Good point indeed. Many men are tired of approaching women and being regarded as weird just for trying, and many women are still playing hard to get. I guess that's just how things work, right? Second, and you'll love this one, they stay in bad relationships or keep in touch with exes for too long, in case things work out. Have you ever heard the phrase, "women are never single"? Although it's not fair to think so because some girls are single, the reality is that women have stronger safety nets than men. That's why a woman tends to find a new partner more easily than a man in just a matter of weeks or days. Treya encourages women to do themselves a favor and not work on projects. Let me translate. She's telling women not to date Chad and Tyrone because they're the kind of men who will never commit to them. On top of that, if things are complicated from the start, that's a huge red flag. Good point, ma'am. This applies to both men and women. And to wrap this up, let me comment on the fourth point. They stand in their own way with their limiting beliefs. This one is a huge wake-up call for women. She mentions some statements many women tell themselves and encourages them to see if there's any truth to them. Namely, I'm too independent, demanding, driven, successful, old, fat. I'm not young, attractive, interesting, thin enough. Men are not interested in smart, strong, successful women. Men do not want to commit. There are no available quality men where I live, and I never meet interesting or quality men on apps or when I go out with friends. You know how the story goes, right? A woman might have been in so many bad relationships that once a nice guy comes her way, she can't believe that and ends up going back to the type of man who will never commit. Some of these statements are partially true. Indeed, many men don't want a successful woman because she'll probably be combative due to her career. However, decent men want smart women, not just a chick with pro skills in the sheets who cannot even have a decent conversation or insight about life. For the time being, I think you get the idea about why modern day women are single. Unrealistic standards, limiting beliefs, and entitlement are some of the main reasons. As I always say, Some people prefer being right over being happy, so instead of finding solutions, they want to prove they're correct and you're wrong. Many of these women live up to this sad lifestyle. As a consequence, they get stuck in an echo chamber, and in some cases, they end up with many animals and no man who will commit to her. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? In your opinion, what are the reasons why modern women are single? Do you think they will ever realize how miserable they will be? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.